Minash-shaytanir-rajeem. Bismillahir-rahmanir-rahim. I hope my all students and my friends will be great and they will be fine. You already know that we started lectures from our official page, Hidayatullah official, and we have also started our YouTube channel, and from that YouTube channel and official page, lectures have been uploaded already. So we upload our lectures on the daily basis. So we started English language series, and this series we will teach all those rules and regulations, all those structures, all those formulas, all about the grammar that we learn from them easily. So today we are going to start our lecture about sentence. You know the headings and you look at the heading. That is, lecture will be about sentence, because sentence is very important part of speech, and without sentence we cannot make speech. So sentence is very important, and it is the positive of any language, because without making sentences we cannot make a speech, right? So let me start sentence. So sentence, there will be two important points in sentence, and you must keep in mind. I have divided the definition of sentence into two parts. One is called group of words and second one is called complete sense. So sentence will be a group of words along with a complete sense. Because if you look at some words without complete sense, so that will not be considered a sentence. So sentence will be a group of words as well, and along with complete sense, and sentence will make a complete meaning, complete sense, right? Without complete sense, sentence will not be considered a sentence. You can consider it a phrase, but you cannot make a sentence without complete sense, because sentence, well, that is the main property and the main quality of a sentence. The sentence will have complete sense, right? And it will be the group of words. So here these are the examples. God is one. God is a single word, right? And is also word, right? And one is also word. So it make a sentence because it has complete meaning, and you can translate this sentence into any type of language, and it can give you complete meaning, and you can comprehend this sentence. And sentence will start with a capital letter and it will be ended with full stop, because these are the main qualities and the main properties of any sentence. Sentence will start from capital letter and will end it with full stop, right? With pause, right? Okay. So the second sentence, he drives a car. Like the first one, the second sentence is also containing on words. He is a word, drives is also word, a car is also word. So this sentence ended with a full stop, right? So this is also a sentence because it has complete meaning. It also has a group of words, because it is group of words. He drive a car, these are group of words, and it give complete sense. It also give complete sense. So this is sentence, right? Okay. So sentence can be divided into two parts. Okay, sentence can be divided into two parts, and we will discuss them later on, but let me tell you shortly. He drives a car, sentence, it is a sentence, and every sentence can be divided into two parts. This part is called subject, right? And this part is called predicate. Okay, so subject will be the part of a sentence. Subject will be the part of a sentence. It can be the name of a person, place, or thing, and we are speaking about. So it is called subject. And predicate give us information about subject in a sentence. It also be a part of a sentence. So sentence, you should keep in mind the sentence has two parts. Okay, one is subject and second one is called predicate. Right. So now we come to clause. What is clause? There are three main points should be remembered in a clause. Clause, the definition of clause is divided into three main steps. The first step is clause will be a group of words, right? It will be a group of words. Okay, and it can be also a part, and it can also be a sentence. Okay, it can also be a part. It can be a part as well, and it can also be a full sentence as well. Right? So it is the second step. And the third step is it will own subject and own verb. Right? So the clause will have own subject and will have own verb. Right? So these three are very important. But there will be a question in your mind when I tell you that clause will be a group of words. So there will be a question in your mind that, sir, what is the difference between sentence and clause? Because sentence is also a group of words, I have already told you, and clause is also a group of words. So what will be the difference between the sentence and clause? So it is very easy. You can differentiate them. Okay, how? So sentence will be a group of words, but clause will be a group of words, and it also be a part of a sentence. Okay, sentence can be a sentence, a single sentence, and it will not be a part of any sentence, right? So it can be individually. But clause, this is very important. For clause, that clause will be a part of another sentence. Clause will be a part of another sentence. So you can say that sentence can be clause, but clause cannot be sentence. Every sentence can be a clause, can become a clause, but clause cannot be a sentence. Right? As these are the main difference between them. Clause will be the part of another sentence, and sentence can be individually. Okay? So let me give you some examples. There is a clause example you should keep in mind. He has a ring. He has a ring. Oh, he has a ring, so it's mean that he has a ring which is made of gold. This a sentence from he to gold. It is a sentence because sentence can be ended with full stop. So this sentence has two parts. One is he has a ring. It is one part. It is one part, and which is made of gold. It is second part. Okay, it is first part and is second part. So if you think about it, there is this sentence is the he has a ring. It is a part of this second sentence, right? But this sentence he has a ring. It has subject as well and verb as well. He is a subject and has is a verb. So this sentence is called a clause because it is the part of a second sentence. It is the part of a second sentence. So this sentence is called what? This is called clause. Clause will be the part of another sentence. And he has a ring. It is a part of which is made of gold. It is a part of this sentence. Right? So let me give you another example. Cocks crow when the sun rises. Cocks crow when the sun rises. Cocks crow, it is one sentence. And sun rises, it is the second sentence. Right? But cocks crow, it is subject and it is verb. So this sentence is own subject and its own verb. For example, when I write here, cocks crow. So it is a single sentence. It is subject and it is verb. So clause will have subject of its own and a verb of its own. Right? So cocks crow, it is clause because here it is a sentence. But here it is a clause because clause will be the part of another sentence. It is the part of when the sun rises. This sentence cocks crow will be the part, when the sun rises, it will be the part of this sentence, right? So cocks crow will be what? Will be called a clause, right? Okay, so clause has some types. There are three types of clause. We discuss clause and sentence, and now I am going to discuss the types of clauses. So there are three types of clauses on the basis of structure. One is called main clause, or you can also say principal or independent clause. The second one is subordinate clause, and the second name of this clause is dependent clause, and the third one is coordinate clause. So let me explain. Okay, so main or principal clause or independent clause, you can know, and you can the name expresses that main or principal or independent clause is that clause which does not depend on others. Okay, so it is main clause. If you carry away this principal clause from another clause, so it can give you meaning. Okay, so look at the example. I shall help him if he speaks the truth. I shall help him. It is a clause because it is the part of this clause, right? So I shall help him, it is principal or main clause, right? Because when I separate this clause from here to here, right? For example, when I hide this clause, so it can give you full meaning. I shall help him, so this clause can give you full meaning. So this clause is called main or principal clause, right? So it is main or principal clause. Okay, I shall help him, but clause I told you before that clause will be the part of another sentence. So there is clause because it is the part of this sentence. If he speaks English, right? So I shall help him, it is the part of this clause. So it is main clause, right? Okay, second example. I bought a house which has a large area. I bought a house, it is a clause because it is own subject and its own verb, right? And which has a large area. So this clause, it is the part of this clause which is a large area. He bought a house, that is the clause because it is the part of which has a large area. Because he from he to area, it is a sentence, right? And he bought a car, and it is a clause because it is his own subject, he, and bought his own verb. So clause will have own subject and own verb, and it will be the part of another sentence. So he bought a car, he bought a house, it is a main clause or principal clause because it can give you full meaning and it does not depend on another for his meaning, right? So he bought a car, he bought a house, it is a main clause, right? Okay, now we come to subordinate clause. Subordinate clause is also called dependent clause. Is also called dependent clause, right? So subordinate or dependent clause name express that what type of clause is this? Acts will depend on other. Act will be the subordinate of another clause, right? So it cannot give you full meaning, right? For example, which has a large area. Look at here. Which is a large area. When you say someone that which is a large area, so he will ask you talk about what? Okay, which is large area about what? So because it does not give full meaning, right? So it depends on the main clause. So subordinate clause depend on the main clause for his meaning, right? So it's called subordinate. Acts will depend on others for the meaning. And when this clause does not have the main clause, so it will not give you full meaning, right? So if he speaks the truth, so this clause does not give you full meaning, right? If he speaks the truth, right? So it depends on another clause. So this class is subordinate class. Subordinate class, what is the difference between principal or subordinate class? So subordinate class is that class which depend on another class for his meaning, right? And main class or principal class, yeah, independent class is that class which does not depend on other. When you carry away this main class, so it can give you full meaning, right? Okay, now we come to coordinate class. Coordinate class, when we combine two independent clauses of the same range when found in a sentence is called coordinate class. Coordination, right? That it can be combined by coordinate conjunction, right? For example, when I write here, dogs bark. Dogs bark. When I write here, dogs bark, lions roar. So this is a class, and this is coordinate class because dogs bark, it is also a main or independent class because it can give you meaning. And lions roar is also a main or independent class. So here in this sentence it come together, that's why it is called coordinate class, right? So coordinate class will be combined by coordinate conjunction. For example, I write here another, I cannot see you in trouble. It is a one class, right? Because it has no subject and its own verb, right? And you are my friend. It is also a main or independent class, and I cannot see you in trouble. It is also a main or independent class. So these both classes does not depend on other for the meaning. Okay, so there is also a main class and it is also a main class. So these classes combined together, and that's why this is called coordinate class, because coordinate class, when two or more independent classes arranged in a sentence, so this form what type of class? Coordinate class, right? So we can make a lot of classes by this way. So let me revise my lecture. Class, we discussed class. I told you that class will be the part of a sentence. Okay, it will be a group of words, but it will be a part of a sentence, right? And it will have own subject and own predicate and those verb. You can say predicate and you can say its own verb, right? So class is three types, and there are what is main or principal class. The second one is subordinate class, and the third is coordinate class. Main class does not depend on other for the meaning. It can give you full meaning without connecting to another part of a sentence. So main class can give you full meaning, right? For example, I cannot see you in trouble. It is main class, right? It can give you meaning without the part of another sentence, right? It is that sub. And second one is subordinate class. Subordinate class depend on another for the meaning. If he speaks the truth, so it is subordinate class. It depend on other. And I bought a house which is a large area, it is subordinate class because it depends on the main class for the meaning, right? And third one is coordinate class. So coordinate class is that class when we combine two main or principal classes, okay, combine two or main independent class, and they don't depend on others for the meaning. When they arrange together in a one sentence, is called coordinate class, right? And subordinate class is also many types. One is we can make noun class from this class, and adverb class and adjective class. It will be the part of, it will be the types of subordinate classes, right? So I hope this lecture will be helpful for you, this lecture. So please you should share this lecture and comment in this lecture. So for your comments will bring something new and something beneficial for you. So thank you so much for listening, for watching. Thanks a lot.